Hey y'all, it's Denise, Gemini Homestead, or as most of you now are calling me, Miss Lippy, and I don't mind that. That's what I've been called for 20 years. I'm still learning I have that other name. But anyway, I don't know if y'all saw some of my Facebook and Instagram posts this morning, but on June 8th, which was my birthday, I included this box of recipes because I was canning that day, I believe. And I had mentioned that I would like to do a playlist once a week of my mom's recipes. And they're not just hers, they're, on her side of the family. Some of them are in French. And I think I showed y'all some examples. They're very tattered. So I've not ever wanted to put them in a photo album. Some are on onion paper. But I asked you guys if y'all would like to have a weekly segment. And the yeses were overwhelming. So I thought this would be fun. I haven't gone in this box in many, many years. It sits on display. And to me, it's just a treasure. And I wanted to name that playlist, Box of Treasures, or something with my mom's name in it, which is Ulame. And I came up with Time Capsule. Time Capsule recipe box, or I may call it Time Capsule box of recipes. And in front of each recipe, I then will title it Ulame. So for today, which a lot of these have, you don't know what it is. It's just ingredients, directions, and no name. So it's going to be a mystery to me, and it's going to be a mystery to y'all. But this one in particular actually has a name because we make it weekly, it seems like, especially in the winter. But I'm not planning on going outside today. I did that early this morning, and it's hot, so I'm going to stay in. But this one is going to be called Lafayette pie. And it's on an old piece of paper. Like on the back, it's biscuits. Same biscuits that I make. I just know how to make them. But anybody that would get that recipe wouldn't know what to bake it on, how to mix it, nothing. But we're going to do Lafayette pie. And really, I don't know where the name came from because all it is a peach cobbler in an iron skillet. Plain and simple, a cobbler. I shouldn't have just said peach. I'm making mine peach, but it's any kind of fruit. And last week I put up quite a few pints of peach preserves. So I thought, well, I knew I wanted to grab it first. Because a lot of people have asked when they hear me speak of a Lafayette pie, what is that? And all that is a cobbler in an iron skillet. And I wished I could. I tried to research this morning to see where the word Lafayette pie came in. I can't find it. So anyway, that's what we're going to be making. I'm going to get over there to the stove, get everything together, try to speed this up, and start a new time capsule. I think this is going to be fun for all of us. But I'm going to leave that up to y'all to tell me if you enjoy it or not. So I'm going to get over to the kitchen, get this done. We're at the stove now. So the first thing you want to do, preheat your oven at 350. And let me move this over. In this pot, just a little saucepan, I got a half a cup of sugar. And I'm going to have my heat on a low to medium. You really don't want it boiling too much because you're not trying to reduce it. You're just letting the sugars kind of thicken. So there's a half a cup of sugar. And this is pure cane sugar. I don't use that other stuff. And to this, it's 1 pint of peach preserves. But you can use a standard can of any fruit that's in the grocery store, like sliced peaches or whatever, as long as it's got the syrup. It's got to have, the syrup, not that pie filling stuff. But I like to use our own. So this is equivalent to about a standard can of peach. I guess that'd be just sliced peaches and syrup. So half cup sugar and peach preserves going in. Okay? I'm just going to kind of mix it around a little bit. Now, to this skillet is 3/4 stick butter. Now in that recipe, it said oleo. Well, oleo is butter. So 3/4 stick, I do salted butter. Y'all can do no salt, but I just do salted butter. It's going to go in the oven. Remember now, the oven's set at 350. And all you're going to do is melt the butter. And I'm going to get this incorporated, and I'm going to let this sit about 20 minutes on the stove. So when that gets to bubbling, we'll come back and we're going to mix up the batter. This is about the easiest recipe you'll do. You can do it with blueberries. You can pretty well do it with any kind of fruit. But I'm going to come back and we'll get the rest of it going. So give me about 20 minutes. Okay, we're back, y'all. I'm pulling the skillet out. Now remember, all we've done is melt 3/4 stick butter. I'm using salted butter. Preheated the oven at 350. Melted the butter in the iron skillet. On the stove, when I left the previous clip, I had a 1/2 cup of sugar and a pint jar of peach preserves that I put up. But you can use canned fruit that's in the store, but try to get the one that's with the sugar. But you can use any kind of fruit, because basically this is just a cobbler. Now, skillet's heated, done, butter melted, the preserves are done, they've kind of cooked down some. Now all we're going to simply make is a flour mixture. It's just the cobbler mixture. And it's 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon regular salt, a teaspoon and a 1/2 of baking powder. And you're going to mix all that up, okay? So 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of cooking salt, or you can use Himalayan, 1 1/2 teaspoons baking powder. That's all we have right now. Now we're going to dampen it with a 1/2 cup of milk. And I have used 1/2 and 1/2. I have used heavy cream, because basically all you're doing is making a batter. Y'all see I have my biscuit bowl again. I think I've got my camera set a little off, but I think you can still see the skillet part. And that's the main thing. I'm just kind of getting this all incorporated really good. And it's going to be thick on you. But now don't worry, because remember, you still got the liquid over here in the saucepan of your fruit. So don't think that you don't have enough liquid. Yeah, I sure wished I knew why it was called Lafayette pie. But I don't. But that's okay. We're going to do it like Mama did it. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this flour mixture and we're just going to pour it over the melted butter. And I hope you can see how it's coming out. It almost looks like pancake batter, basically. That's what it's got the consistency of. And I just come in and try to get all I can, because it's truly going to make a dough. I promise you. Now, I'm going to tell you something. They love it when I do it with blueberries. The grandkids do. I prefer peaches, pears, plums. In the wintertime, I like it with an apple. I'm not too big on tart stuff, but I make breads with it. All right, so if you can see, it's just kind of sitting here in the middle. Now, we're going to come in with our fruit, and we're just going to kind of pour it all over the top of this batter. And I know you're thinking, now that looks just like a glump of mess. Let me tell you what, that glump of mess it's phenomenal how it cooks. Now, Mama said sprinkle with cinnamon and sugar. I always keep cinnamon in a jar with very little bit of sugar. I normally come back because I don't like to have two different containers. So if I do majority, just set them in a little bit of sugar. If I need more sugar, I can add it. So, just going to come in with my hands. Now, if you like cinnamon, kind of like we do, we kind of go a little heavy-handed. I'm not going to go too heavy. The grandson doesn't like it. And at this point, if you wanted to, you could come in with sugar, a little nutmeg. You know, really you can make it any way you want. What I gave you was the basics. But I'm doing it just like Mama did it. You know, I'm not going to add anything else. So we're just going to pop it in the oven. And it's hot. And I'm thinking about 25 minutes. As soon as it gets golden brown, it's done. So I'll bring you back, show you the results, and I hope you make it. Look, y'all. You can say that doesn't look gorgeous. But it truly is just a cobbler and an iron skillet that I grew up being told it was called Lafayette pie. That's going to be our dessert to this over here. Of course, we're going to have pork backbone. I don't know if y'all can see inside this pot. That's fresh purple hull peas cooking. Gonna be good, y'all. All right, we're gonna sit down and recap this. So what'd you think of that? It was simple. Everyone has those ingredients, or they are available to go get. I just happened to can my own fruit, and I know you can too. I believe I made a video on peach jelly, but the peach preserves, that's easy. That's really, really easy. And if one of y'all would like to see how I do my preserves, just let me know, and I'll make the time to do one. But you saw what the Lafayette pie looked like. Who says you can't have dessert before supper? I had to sample. You got the 3 o'clock coffee, a good dessert full of memories. That's why I named it Time Capsule. Because as I was making it and talking to y'all, oh, it made me think of my mama. She was a great cook. My dad, well, he was a chef. And in my opinion, I don't think there was a better one, but I'm sure there's many great cooks and great chefs out there. I just happen to be biased. So I grew up with the tools and the knowledge. I just happened to lose them in my 20s, and I just didn't get a chance to perfect those tools. So I've had to learn over these years. But I've had good mentors. I've had my aunts and my cousins back home, and just trial and error. And that's basically what it is. Just like homesteading, it's trial and error. You learn, you reach out for help, and before you know it, you've got many blessings. So here's till next week. If you like more or want to see more, just let me know down in the comments. And I'll make sure that we do time capsule recipes in memory of Eula May. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Share our videos. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But until next time, God bless. Sauce est bon. That means really good. Hot dog, that is good. I'm going to have to get another bite. I got to take you off camera though. Y'all don't need to see me eat this because this little old cup, it's not going to last long. I'll assure you of that. Bye guys.